Hey everyone, this is Hart, and welcome back to Dragon Force 2. I've had coffee number 2, so we're doing well today. I'm feeling pretty alert. We're finally ready to take Eberts, which is Highland. We weren't able to capture Mei Lin, which was that Eberts troop you just saw retreating back into their castle, so unfortunately we'll have to fight her again. But otherwise, I'm pretty sure Eberts only has himself and 3 other generals left. So it shouldn't be too much of a challenge, especially with 5 monarchs going into this. And that was our first glimpse at Eberts. His name in Japanese is Eberts, which is kind of hard to translate. In the guide that I have, the romanization of his name is written as, where is it? Eberts, Eberts. So that's what I'm going with anyway. If you liked Wayne from Dragon Force 1, then they're very similar. So he's a little bit cooler than Wayne, I think, design-wise, but he plays in a very similar way. This character, the awesome blue lipstick, which makes me think of, do you remember that Friends episode? Lipstick for Men. Um, what's her name? Cecilia, I think is her name. Yeah. Shirashira. Probably meant to be like Cecilia. And Bogle we've already seen, so I don't need to explain him. Let me just give you Cecilia's bio. Cecilia is a mechanical warrior. Her element is iron. Her starting level is 6. She's a 30-year-old female mechanical warrior, and she's from Tristan. Okay, so this is mating, because we weren't able to capture her as a prisoner of war in that castle just to the north, she actually escaped, so we have to fight her again, but because we were quick enough, she hasn't actually had time to recover full health. She has all of her units back because the castle she returned to, they had plenty of backup, so she could just fill her units up, but it takes time for your health and MP to refill, so that made it a lot easier to take her out. And then now we have Eberts himself. So I'm gonna go in with Sanith, I think, since she's my main monarch. So I like to use her in these monarch battles. Interestingly, when Sanith is accompanied by Kathmandu, she actually gets a stat boost. Her charisma goes up, and her defense is almost double. Her strength even goes up as well. So compared to at the beginning of the game when Sanith is unaccompanied and compared to when you have Kathmandu with you, Sanith actually gets a lot stronger, so that's a cool little fact. Eberts uses the same troops that Wayne used, I think, that Wayne's kingdom used. You could only use one troop type at a time in Dragon Force 1, but as you can see, has a more tactical approach, using the spread command to spread out his units. This is especially useful for ranged units if you're taking a defensive position, waiting for the enemy to come to you. If you've played any of the Dragon Force games, you'll already know, but if you haven't picked up on it otherwise, when you're using an ability, a skill, you actually won't be your troops can't be killed. None of your troops can be knocked out. So you could exploit this a lot more in first Dragon Force, but it certainly helps when you want to move your troops in close to your general and you don't want them, for example, to get hit too much. You can try and use a skill with a very slow animation to get them to advance as quickly as possible, granting you a little window of invulnerability. Okay, Eberts is pretty easy. He is only level 10 and Sanith is level 17, so that might be part of the reason why. And we captured Eberts. He's also light element. Oh, I haven't read Eberts' bio. Eberts is a warrior. His element is light. He starts at level 1. He's a 17-year-old male human, and he's from Highland. When he was 5 years old, his mother Anna died of illness. And so he was raised by his wet nurse Maria and his eldest sister, who is 8 years older than him. His oldest sister is Celine, who acts as his aide. The next daughter is Dora, and the third daughter is Hilda. So I already mentioned that when we encountered them. Celine, you probably haven't seen because she doesn't crop up in battle, but once Eberts has joined our side, she actually plays a fairly large role in the story. So you'll definitely get to see her even if you're not playing Eberts' campaign. Now, there's only a few places left to go. We have, of course, Bozack left in the south to take out, but since I placed Bali and Kaede in that castle to the east, just north of Bozack, they've actually been taking out some of their generals. So we're in a pretty good position just to quickly run in and finish Gangas himself once this turn is over.
Sanith 様、エーベルス殿がお見えです。
はじめまして、エーベルスさん。私、サニスと申します。
なんと、こんな少女だったとは。私の負けだ。私は、ハイランドの人々を守ることができなかった。
顔をお上げください、エーベルスさん。私は、ハイランドの皆様に協力してもらいたいのです。
姉さん、こんな小さい女の子の願いは断るわけにはいかないよね。
そうね、エーベルス。協力して差し上げなさい。
やったー！エーベルスさん、シリンさん、ありがとう。
So in that little dialogue, Eberts basically says he's ashamed to have been unable to protect his country of Highland, and that he can't believe that he's lost to such a small girl, that being Sanith. But Sanith says, like, don't be ashamed, lift your head up. I actually want to work together with Highland. And so then Eberts says to Celine, oh, well, there's no way I can turn down an offer from such a cute little girl kind of thing. And Celine says, that's right, we must work together. And then Sanith's like, yeah, awesome. So Highland and Tradnor effectively form an alliance. I suppose when you look at the map, all of the flags become red, which is Tradnor's colour, and so you might think that actually Tradnor is kind of taking over, but really what's happening is all of the countries are forming alliances together. The monarchs, I'm pretty sure, still maintain their countries as they are. It doesn't just become one huge nation of Tradnor, but effectively they're all loyal to Sanith, so I believe that's why the flags all go red. Okay, so this is the last bastion of what did I say? Sort of liberated forces that aren't loyal to any particular legion. So this character here is, let me find her, Charlotte. She's a warrior. Her element is, her starting level is 3. She's a 28-year-old female human, and she's actually from Pandaria. Because she suffered like a great loss or insult by bandits in the past, she has come to hate bandits. So that for that reason, she, no matter what, she can't get along well with Shen or with Bandas. Shen is a reformed bandit, which you find out more about if you play his scenario. And then this character is oh no, it's not Lily. Lily. It's Lely, or Relly maybe. She's a mage. Her element is water. Her starting level is 3. She's a 19-year-old female human, and she's from Tradnor. She's mature and reserved. In fact, she actually hates war, but she pledges her strength to protect nature. She likes to be out in, like, amongst nature. This is Belize. Belize is a mage. Her element is water. Her starting level is 1. She's a 16-year-old female human, and she's also from Tradnor. She was born into a noble family. And she's a rival for Sanith in terms of being sort of a well-to-do girl. She tries her best to always be better than Sanith, but she's actually not very popular. This is Marimba. Marimba is a wood element mage, and she starts at level 18, so that explains why she has such high magic. And the skill I just used is Mandragora. The 3 skills she gets are Wonder Plant, which is the one I just used there, Mandragora, which I used before, and then I'll also show you Summon Plant before the end. Right here. I'm actually not really that fond of the wood element spells because the animations are kind of creepy. Marimba is a 27-year-old female human, and she as well is from Tradnor. She's a member of the wandering mage group, the Cat's Crucifix. If you notice, except for Charlotte, all of the generals in this castle are actually mages, and they're mostly associated with the Cat's Crucifix in some way, so that's why. The Cat's Crucifix and the Rainbow Horse are kind of independent beings, that's why they're not, these generals aren't aligned to any monarch. And this is, his name is Bendar in Japanese. I want to say his name is Vendar or something, I don't want to translate it as Bender. But we'll go with Vendar. He's a mage, his element is fire. Yeah, duel time. You'll see these mages are not really suited to duels. He looks like an evil Barley. His age is 77, which I think makes him one of the oldest generals, if not the oldest. He's male, he's human, and he's also from Tradnor. He's an old man who was an advisor to King Lennox, which is Sanith's father, the king of Tradnor. He likes to complain a lot, and he thinks that both Sanith and Shepherd are ill-suited to becoming the next monarch and monarch's age, so he's busy trying to find someone to replace them. Charming. Okay, with those people out of the way, we can now focus on going down towards Bozack. You actually don't need to take those people out at all. You could just leave them if you're not interested. You do have to be careful though, if you don't get rid of them, they might come to attack you later on in the game. They won't be much of a threat, but it's always easier to get rid of them now.
Bozack の森を攻めようってのかい？面白い。やってやろうじゃねえか。
お待ちください、ボザックの王様。お話があるのです。
聞く耳もたる。さあ行くぞ。
And now we're going in to fight Gangas, the monarch of Bozack. But before that we have to fight the ever fugly Phaethon, which we'll save for the next part. So thanks for watching.